I have no idea how to start this video, but I feel like it's gonna be the most important video on my channel. That's because I want to have this video for me to look back on and for me to refer to and for me to send to you, anyone who wants to know my story and wants to know where I come from when it comes to social media, where I'm gonna be able to help you, or where you may be able to relate with me. And so I want this video for that. I've been a mess, and I could have filmed this video with real lighting, not overhead lighting. I could have filmed this video where I was dressed up, had makeup on, but instead I chose to film this video after a really good cry, because I just had a really good cry. A little backstory and kind of why I am making this video. I started my YouTube channel. I started YouTube maybe 15 years ago. And I started my channel because I had watched, it was probably All That Glitters 21 or Elle. I think I was watching makeup videos from her, and at that time I was very heavily in modeling, and so I needed to be skilled in makeup. And so I had been looking up videos looking up something on, you know, Google, and up popped her video. And I remember watching her, and then her little sister Blair started her channel a little bit after, and I remember watching those videos and feeling like, hey, I can do that too. That looks really fun. So lo and behold, I started a YouTube channel when I believe I was either a sophomore or a junior in high school. And I started my channel, and it did very well. It grew. I made a lot of friends here on YouTube. A lot of people who are very, very big now were really good friends of mine back in the day, and we were just constantly supporting each other. And it was a place where we all gathered and we all supported one another, and it was a community where everyone did shout outs. That was mostly how you grew. And back then you didn't get paid on YouTube, so when you grew, it was really just so you knew that you were making videos that were helpful for people, and that you knew people were getting that helpful info, or it was just a fun way to make new friends, honestly. And it was a great community back then. And so I really got a lot out of the YouTube community back in the day, and I really felt good. Fast forward a couple years, and I had a boyfriend at the time, and I don't know if a family member found my channel, or I had like a thought of, oh my gosh, what if someone in his family finds my channel? And I just remember being like absolutely mortified at that thought. Why? No idea. But at the time, I was extremely embarrassed by that thought. I was young in high school, and like I said, YouTube back then you didn't get paid for. So it was more so just a place where I had a hobby, and it was almost embarrassing having videos of myself out there. It just, for whatever reason, if you do YouTube, you know that thing in the back of your head, like, this is kind of embarrassing. So I remember thinking of a family member, of one of his family members, and like I said, I can't quite remember. Oh, and also someone had found me. They went to my middle school, I guess, and so they had found me on YouTube and had said, hey, I went to school with you. And I, again, was just so embarrassed. So I remember I was in California, and I deleted my channel, completely deleted it. I was so embarrassed at the thought of someone finding it, so I deleted it. And what's very, very sad is by deleting that channel, I lost all of my subscribers that I had already built, and all of the people who trusted me and enjoyed my content, and the people who really, really cared about what I had to say. I lost all of them. Now, that channel also was a lot about beauty, but it was also all about my acting career. I shared a lot about my acting career, my modeling career back then. I do believe some of my early videos on this channel, I might have some acting vlogs or modeling vlogs in this one, but I can't remember. I have like, there's a weird separation because I made this channel maybe only like a week or two after I had deleted that one. And so when I made this new channel, I was really good friends with 11th Gorgeous, and I still love them, support them. They are wonderful girls. They ended up shouting out my channel and was like, hey, you know, our girl, she deleted her old one, make sure you follow her on her new one, and gave me a shout out and everything in their video. And at that time, you know, like I said, we had grown a lot before, and so their channel had already grown and they didn't delete theirs, and so they gave me a shout out that started the building of this channel. And so I really rode off of that. I was very grateful for that shout out, and it really helped my channel a lot at the beginning. But of course, I carried on with the embarrassment of thinking what I was doing was dumb, embarrassing, nobody cares about what I had to say. I carried that stigma with me, and I feel like that's always been the downfall of my channel and of all of my social medias, is I carry this, like, I'm holding this thought of, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not like them, you're just not good enough, and nobody cares about what you have to say. And I have carried that burden with me for so long, and I just want to release it. I want it to be gone. I don't want to feel like I'm not good enough. I don't want to feel like my content and what I have to say is not good enough, because at the end of the day, it is. There's a lot of people who I've found on social media who blew up, and I used to think, how, why? Their equipment wasn't good, the speed in which they talked wasn't very professional, and I remember having those criticisms and then thinking, like, I was criticizing them, and I was like, well, they're blowing up for being themselves. Like, they're growing for being themselves. Being yourself is what makes you grow, and what makes you get that good camaraderie, and what makes you get those real supporters. Anyway, I mostly have this to say that I don't want to continue feeling like I'm not good enough, like I don't have what it takes, like I don't have good ideas, or whatever it is. I don't want to carry that anymore. I feel like that's a burden that I shouldn't have to carry. I feel like people are gonna have opinions, and people are gonna say and think and do whatever they want, but I'm going to cast that onto them. Because if you have anything to say that's negative about someone, that is on you. I don't want that. I don't need that burden. It doesn't belong to me. The negative opinions that people feel does not need to belong to me. So moving forward, I've been on social media for so long, and I feel like there's a reason why I stay here. There's gotta be a reason why I keep staying, and I keep fighting, and I keep trying. And you know, obviously I'm not putting my all into my channel, and I know where my shortcomings are, so I think I have that confidence in the back of my head knowing, okay, well, I know where my shortcomings are, so I know what needs to be fixed. I don't want to look back on my life and just think, well, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you try? Why didn't you put your fear behind you and your fear aside and just try? Why did you allow other people's opinion to affect you and your dreams? I feel like there's a lot of dreams that I've kind of set to the side in my life. I feel like there's a lot of things I have not achieved in my life that I always wanted to, and I've always dreamt to. And sometimes I get in my head and I think, you're too old now. You're just too old. Your time has passed. But I'm not too old. My time has not passed, and I want to make things happen. And I've come on here so many times, and I've said that in vlogs, and I've added it to vlogs, but I want this standalone video where I can refer back to it, and you know, months from now I can come back to this video and be like, look what you did. Even if I gained 5 subscribers, look what you did. You grew. You grew in so many ways, and I want to be able to have this video to look back on and be able to say that. And like I said, I could have done it with great lighting, with my hair, makeup done, but I felt like tonight I really hit a low, a very, very low, and that's why I wanted to film the video tonight, and that's why I wanted to film it in legit a cut off old, I think I had this basketball t-shirt when I was in elementary school, cut off sleeves. That's why I'm doing it now, because I want to remember this night, and I want to remember, I'm praying that this is a pivotal moment, a positive pivotal moment where I am just releasing all of my fear, and I want to go for it, and I want to be here. I want to make this happen, and I hope that my vulnerability in this and my honesty and me legitimately making this video looking like this, I'm just hoping that my vulnerability shows just how much I want this and how much I would appreciate it if you shared my channel. Sometimes I get funny about sharing channels because I don't want my channel shared to people who really could care less. If you sit there and you share someone's YouTube channel to your Facebook friends, 90% of them doesn't care about what you have to say, and I feel like that's when trolls start coming in. So if you could share it with people who are like-minded, or moms especially, I think that's the community I would really like to kind of hang out in for a little bit. So if you could share my channel to anyone who you feel would enjoy it, I would love that and I would appreciate it. And I would love to hear about you. I would love to know who you are, what you're about, and I really would like to start a new community going. I mean, all my buddies who have been around for so long, I know who you are, and I truthfully think about you all the time, because I know my little group of people who have just hung out with me this whole time. I know who you are, and your support means more to me and has continued my drive. So thank you. Without you, I wouldn't be here. So yeah, I hope that this video helped y'all know a little bit about me, where I'm coming from. I'm trying to dial things back a little bit because I do come from the very beginning of YouTube, where a lot of us, we all kind of talked and acted and put this certain type of face on in front of the camera, and we kind of all spoke the same. So I'm still coming from those days, so I'm trying to break that habit and trying to be a little bit more personable as far as no camera face. Like, I don't want it to be where I'm like, hey guys, like that's how it used to always be, and I feel like that became me, but I want to try and dial that back a little bit. So I'm trying here, and I just hope that my channel is somewhere that you can feel good about yourself and it could be a positive place. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I really would love to see this channel grow. I want to film things for you guys, and I want, again, to have this video for myself to look back on and be like, way to go, girl. You got out of your head. You stopped thinking people wouldn't care, and you started just doing the thing. So I'm excited now. This is cool. So anyways, thank you so much for supporting me and being around, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.